I think I found a solution for getting my implements that aren't quick hitch compatible to work with my quick hitch. And it required that I buy one additional product that actually wasn't absolutely necessary. But I'm going to walk you through one new product I bought that I think is going to make this easier, and then the C-link that I bought that I couldn't get to fit. I went back and did some more research and learned a little bit more, and I think I figured out how to make that work. So I'm going to try that with my Rhino blade today and see if we can get that working. The product that I bought is a set of pins that are quick release that are going to allow me to quickly adjust this hook so that I can either remove it or I can turn it to the inside and get it out of my way. That's going to be important for the work that I'm going to be doing with the C-link. I got these from bigtoolrack.com. I'll put a link either in the video description. If I can put it up here, I will. Being able to quickly remove this top link is important because what I didn't know about this C-link, the pictures of the site where I bought it didn't show this, but I was looking at other sites, is that you can double up on your top link pin for where it connects to, in my case, to the hydraulic top link. And you can actually put that bolt through both this carrier and through the C-link, and that allows the C-link to drop into a place where I think we're going to be able to get the top link on the blade through here and allow that to hook up. So the first thing I have to do is I've got to unbolt. Now that I just finally got this one seated where I wanted it, I'm going to have to unbolt the existing top link so that I can put the quick hitch pins in. And actually, I'll probably just take it off for right now, because the second thing I'm going to do is get the C-link connected to where the hydraulic top link is connected to the quick hitch. All right, so the part I'm talking about is right here. That's where my hydraulic top link connects into the top of the quick hitch. And I believe the mistake that I was trying to make when I was trying to hook up the Rhino blade is that I was leaving the hook on, and I was hoping that I was going to be able to connect this side to the top link of the Rhino hitch and then allow the hook to ride in here and allow that to be my quick hitch part of this. What I've seen other people do is they're actually pulling this pin and sliding the C-link over here. Let me just hook it up and show you. It'll be easier that way. All right. And so the hope here is, now that I have this secured to the same place as the top link, that I'll be able to back up to, I'll probably leave this up like that, back up to the blade and go ahead and get the bottom two arms put in. And then I should be able to drop this down into the holder for the top hook and hook up. So let's get over to the Rhino blade and give it a try. I've got the two bottom connections in. So in theory now, and I may have to adjust the, yeah, that looks like that's going to work great. So should be able to pull this out of here. Do need to move my hydraulic top link back just a bit. I think that's it. So that actually hooked up pretty easy. do have to, that's why I said I got those quick pins here for the top hook so that I can take that off when I need it. We'll see if I can just maybe flip that out of the way. I don't want it interfering with the hoses here. But I might be able to get that out of the way and keep it back and then keep the hook in. But other than that, this looks like it's hooked up and ready to go. That's great because I really want to use this blade for my project where I replace the downspout that's under the ground. That probably should have been obvious to me earlier. It just wasn't. You know, I guess I was thinking like electricity. You're not supposed to double lug a breaker or a light switch or anything like that. And I was thinking one pin, one connection. So having two things run through the same pin just didn't click with me at first until I saw it demonstrated by somebody else. Before I go, there's one other thing I want to do. I'm going to put this one back down and we're going to see if we can get the, I've got a ballast box. I want to see if I can get that connected to the quick hitch. I've got my ballast box. I haven't filled it with ballast yet, but I do think this will work with the quick hitch system. It looks to me, I did have to put a bushing on there to make it so that it would be the right size for the quick hitch and not move around quite a bit. I actually have one size up from that I may put on there. That's a pretty big. Let me check one thing real quick. Yeah, I'm going to go with the double bushing on that. Make it just a little bit bigger. And then I'll have to put the hook back on. I'm not exactly sure where that's going to go. I'm going to put it in the top holes for now, and we'll see if I need to adjust it. This is where I'm going to use those quick pins that I got from bigtoolrack.com, I think. And then you can see I've got the C-link just kind of pushed out of the way there. Looks like that'll have to come down and maybe go to the bottom holes. Yeah, and I might actually bring that hook up just a little bit more. All right, this works. It's not the most perfect fit. The top link's okay. I think that's all right. What you end up with down here, it fits into there. You can see that, and I added those bushings on there to what it comes with is just a very small bushing that goes on this pin right here. And without that, you're going to get a lot of bouncing around in here. That bushing right there is better, I think. And I wonder if there's an option for like replacing this pin with a longer one that came out a little bit and then a longer bushing. It wouldn't fit quite so snug. You know, you wouldn't have to be quite so on the money there. Having said that, I don't know that that's really a problem when you think about it, because let's zoom back out here. We're in good and tight here. And with no ballast in here at all, that does result in a little bit of flopping around down there. You can see that's kind of moving around. But by the time I get several 100 pounds of ballast in there, and that's pushing on there, you might get an occasional bounce as I hit a bump, but I don't think it's going to be enough to make it jump. You know, the concern might be that it would move enough to jump off the track. I think as long as that pin's adjusted, it would be all right. I don't know. I will probably try it. Like I said, I still need to get ballast in there, but I think that would work okay. So there we go from quick hitch failure to quick hitch success. I won't say it was easy. Had to buy a couple of parts, but I feel pretty good with where I am on that now. One of the viewers left a comment that I really should have looked at the Pat's quick hitch system. And I don't disagree. That looked like a good system also. I had to choose which one I was going to try first. I plan to try the Pat's hitch system also. It's just now I have to save up the money to buy that as well. So that's on the list. We'll get to that eventually. In the meantime, I feel like the system that I have right now is going to allow me to get hooked up to everything that I have. The next thing I'm going to do is get started on this downspout repair underneath the ground where the water drains out, and use this Rhino blade hopefully on that. So I'm going to get set up on that for the next video. And other than that, do me a favor, click like, click subscribe. Subscribe won't cost you any money. We won't send you anything, but it does let you know that when I've got future videos coming out, and it helps me grow the channel. So otherwise, that's it. My name's Chris. Thank you for joining us out here at the Coyote Country Homestead for my quick hitch adventures. Hopefully that all goes seamless from now on. We will talk to you next time. Thanks.